So here we're doing the opposite. So starting with the algebra tiles, we're going to write the expressions. And we're going to make note that when we count the expressions, we're kind of going to count the x squareds together, and we're going to count the x's together. So we end up with 2x squared tiles plus, so the plus is going to count the 3x's separately. So we have plus 3x, and that's different than x squared. Okay, we don't ever add the 3x's and end up with x cubed. When we add, we end up with the counter coefficient here. Here we're going to count the x squared tile. There's only one of them. Then we start counting something else. We're going to count these together. There, that represents 3x's plus 2 negative 1's. We're going to count these together. So we could write plus 2 negative 1's, or we could just do minus 2. So before we count these, we want to make sure we eliminate any zero pairs. So here we have these two together. These are going to cancel out as a zero pair. We have this and this. These can cancel out as zero pairs. And then once we've gotten rid of all our zero pairs, we can count up what's left. So it looks like there's one x squared left over. I'm going to count these together. So plus 2x's plus negative 4. Instead of plus negative 4, I'm going to write this as minus 4. So again, here I'm going to look for all my zero pairs. I have a zero pair here, so I'm going to be left with 1 negative x squared. I've got zero pairs here, so plus 2 minus 2 are going to cancel out. I have one of these x's and one of these negative x's. A plus x and a minus x are going to cancel out. And then I have to count what's left over. So I have to be careful here. Just make sure see what I'm seeing here. It looks like I have one negative x squared tile, the white one. I'm going to group these together. These are all the x's that are left over. And I have 3 extra plus tiles. And then I have 4 extra negative 1 tiles. So minus 4. So why can't we combine 3x's with 4x squareds? Why can't we get 7x cubed? Okay, that seems kind of reasonable, but we would never do that because the easiest explanation is x's and x squares are different shape. X and x square are different shape. And we can't count together. Okay, so we have to count them separately because they're not like terms, they're not the same shape. Oops, I forgot to write in here, different shapes. Okay, that's very important that we can see that they're different shapes. We don't count them